and welcome to Weston-super-Mare 2001 Winter Carnival. I'm Malcolm Jones.
And I'm Brian Epps. And this is a special night for us, as this is our very last Carnival commentary.
And what better place to finish than Weston, the jewel in the Somerset Crown, more famous for its donkey rides and its pier, and it's justly proud of its carnival tradition.
So we begin tonight's fabulous parade with a band. And these are the Uphill Bugles Band from, of course, Weston-super-Mare. And jolly
Uphill?
smartly looked too, yeah.
Just outside of Weston.
Absolutely.
Marching with the pace of the old Somerset. Very, very smart turnout.
Fortunately, the bugles aren't going at the moment, but the drummers are. This is T.S. Weston Band, of course based in Weston-super-Mare. These are Sea Cadets. This time we do hear some bugles. Very smartly turned out, really. Bugles. There we go.
Marching off into the sunset, if there was one.
Bit late for that. It's a Prince of Wales marching band from Pontypool. So they've come across the channel, come across the bridge, and here they are. They're 5 years old, the band, not the people playing, of course. And this is their third appearance in Weston-super-Mare Carnival.
And this is it, the procession is upon us at last here at Weston-super-Mare. Just coming up to 9 o'clock. It's a lovely, lovely evening. Good evening to you. And
Mr. Gorilla.
Mr. Gorilla. And the Coombs coach is actually leaving procession. Goodbye, Brian. Goodbye, Malcolm. That's we should be leaving on that. If we left on the bus, we'd be home 2 hours earlier. Thank you, Coombs, for that.
Yeah, it's very kind of you.
It's going to be a nostalgic night. We're going to well up with emotion. I know we are. It's our last carnival, just in case you didn't know. But we won't mention that again unless you do. The Somerset Fire Brigade are coming along. They, of course, do lead the procession as well. The firemen are going around. You may see them with their helmets off and holding buckets. They're collecting money, of course. Avon Fire Brigade. Their turntable.
Normally we see ordinary men firemen, as it were, but now we've got some very
firemen.
Special firemen.
Like Broom Barney McGrew walking behind.
Yeah.
The firemen doing their work, collecting money. Earlier on, that was, of course, Fireman Sam, wasn't it? Famous here in Weston-super-Mare.
Yeah, bumper films.
All firemen, they're very relaxed. Later on, we'll see if we can find out how much money they actually collected last year. And at the moment,
Try and tell you a bit later. I think it's about 14,000. But see whether we can improve on that one tonight. It's a really nice evening, incidentally, and we're right on the front here. But the weather is very kind to us, and it's quite warm. Certainly no wind and no rain.
no, thank goodness for global warming. Warming.
Warming. Now we've got the RNLI here. That's the National Lifeboat Institution, of course, together with the Coast Guard. Pulling together, this is called, and it's depicting a joint maritime rescue of small boats by the Western Lifeboat and the Coast Guard Cliff Rescue Team. So they decided to enter into the spirit of Carnival this time, and there they are on a low loader. And of course, Weston-super-Mare Lifeboat and the Coast Guard, two very essential services for Weston and the area of the Bristol Channel, which they cover.
And they say thank you to Adapto Engineering for sponsoring the RNLI.
That's an Atlantic 21 rigid inflatable lifeboat.
You know, you sounded like you knew what you were talking about.
Well, I tried.
My God, 21 fucking rigid. Shop Mobility Centre there. The old Black Thunder is rolling around the streets of Weston-super-Mare, doing his bit just to entertain the crowds, a little preamble, a little warm-up. Broadcasting as he goes along.
This is GWR-FM, of course, from Bristol.
Oh, I could warm her up.
We'll have less of that, thank you.
That's what I've seen to be this day.
You got work to do.
Less and less. Oh, lovely wipe of the nose there. Now we call that, I bet. The noise is coming. The reflections are there. We won't be seeing that all night, but it's our cameraman being a little artistic. And we're into the carnival proper. This is the moment we've been waiting for. The Globe Carnival Club from Wells, and their entry is Automation.
In this float, they recapture the joy, they say, of Victorian childhood with a huge clockwork musical box entitled Automaton. Using brightly coloured clowns as their theme, this vast mechanical toy will wind its way around the streets, bringing awe to all who survey it.
Wind its way around the streets.
Wind, yeah, that's it, yeah.
Designer and model maker this year was Bill Baker, and the captain is Mark Andrews. The costumes were by Di Atwold, Kay Pickersgill, Jeanette Friend, and the girls in the club. There it is, in all its splendor.
And I tell you what, what's really good here is all these clowns' faces you can see, they're all been done individually, and they reckon there's about 400 pieces of individual artwork. And they've been really well done, so that's excellent. Well done, Globe.
The clown faces that are painted on the machines, you mean?
Yeah.
Rather than on the clowns?
Yeah, not on the clowns themselves, but actually on the turntables.
Thank you.
Very bright, very colourful, warming the night sky. And the first of the very big entries from Globe.
There we go. We watched it for a long time now. If we get shots like that all night, it'll be a good carnival. And you can see why carnival people are so fit, that they've been dancing like that for an hour and a half. Started off at 7:30. It's just 9 o'clock now by the time it comes around to us. Okay, the first of the juvenile entries this year is the Toppers Juvenile Carnival Club of North Petherton, and they're a minstrel showtime.
And the junior clubs, they get better and better, and this is one that certainly does. And the floats they build are sometimes equal to those of the senior clubs, and there's a lot of work gone into them, and of course a lot of mums and dads get involved as well.
Nice shot with a pier behind, isn't it?
Yeah.
Could be a little paddle boat going along, couldn't it? I know she had a hat on or a bucket on her head. Come on here. Alexander's Ragtime Band, of course. Two girls
they're having a little chat. Yeah, we don't worry what's going on here.
It's just what girls do, you know. Oh, they're up now. They're back. Bless them. Ages from 5 to 17. The costumes by Gene Kirk, and the designer was G. Parsons. Nice juvenile entries. Presented by the Wick Carnival Club 2001, and their entry is called Jackpot. It's all about gambling and fruit machines and the drums with all the fruit, etc. on there.
Yeah, something really different, this. And it works, doesn't it? It really does work. Excellent. See all the spinning wheels there. There's John Cullen, the man at the front.
And that is not John Cullen.
No, that's not.
Captain this year is Stuart Davis, and the designer was Matthew Miller. The Money Song from Eric Idle.
Yeah, and there's lots and lots of money here. They must have spent a lot of money too to put this one together.
You can keep your march's ways, but it's only just a phase, for it's money, money, money makes the world.
One of the drums that just stopped spinning. 7 Cherry 7. We didn't win, Brian.
No, as always.
As always. Never mind. Put another pound in.
I've got
Nice costumes too on this one, and a good little routine.
Yeah, who did the
Back
costumes?
it off.
You see here. That's Anna Clark, Marie Davis, Rita Davis, Pauline Mullins, and Linda Caddy.
Yeah, well done to them.
You have good entry from Glastonbury, the Wick Carnival Club. Make them laugh, that's what they're saying. This is the Pentathlon Carnival Club, the giants of the tableau world. They know the business inside out.
Yes, of course, these tableaus, I mean, it really does take a tremendous amount to stand very, very still for now what is probably 2 hours. And
they fired from a cannon, that guy.
Yeah, they are enormously dedicated to tableau groups, and this one's one of the best there is.
This year's captain Keith Addison and the model maker Graham Marston. We're going to get they're going to just the right speed here. Western Supermare, you've provided us with some superb pictures.
See, there's lots of clown models here, and of course the clowns in all their different makeup and costumes.
Doing what clowns do.
But still. A multicolored entry. 30 years. The club is celebrating their 30 years anniversary this year.
Lodge coming out over the people. The old crazy cars there. Designer Graham Marston and Mark Haysham, and costumes by Margaret Marston, Pauline Haysham and Molly Capel. We're trying to get as many people in, these people who do all the hard work and we don't see.
And of course the road crews, who we always appreciate, and they aren't mentioned, but they do a tremendous job taking all these floats around Somerset. So well done all the road crews for every club. You really do a sterling job. There you go.
A good one. Bob the Builder. I think we'll see a couple of Bobs along
very
here.
well might be right.
And I don't think we'll see a better little building machine than this little digger.
Little JCB. Oh, there's a little wheelbarrow.
Bob's friends, and it's Bob and all his friends. There's Bob. Bob and his big blue dog and the digger. Look at that digger. Well, he'll have that for Christmas, I expect, to enjoy him around his front room. Bob the Builder. Did we know who that was?
Yeah, that's the Rainbow Juvenile Carnival Club.
I knew you'd know. Okay, it's a very sad sight now. This is the Crusaders Carnival Club, and they've lost their power, they've lost their lights. They're carrying on, they're doing the procession, that's what counts. We've watched these all around Somerset, and there's not been a moment's problem with them.
No, not at all. It's such a shame.
No, it's an absolute failure. It is a shame.
And of course, with all the lights, if there's no music either, but they're still doing the routine.
Yeah, they're doing their best.
Yeah.
Put a jacket on because it's cold. You see, when you're up there dancing, it's cold. When they got all the lights on, it's quite warm.
Yeah, very warm with all the lights, but he's got a coat on because he's cold. So she, but on they go, and that's the spirit of Carnival. But we can pick it up with our lights. Yeah. We can certainly tell you what it's all about.
Crusaders Carnival Club at Voodoo, the captain Jamie Day and designer Alan Creedy. Costumes by Wynne Muncaster, Liz White, Sarah Parker and Karen Gooding. He'll give me a wave in a moment when he spots me. I'm not a happy man.
They started life in 1935, so they're very old established.
Nigel Parry there, and what can I say? I'm so sad that it's not working. It's been working everywhere we've been. Look at that. Your fault. Your fault. Bye-bye.
Yeah. What a shame.
It is. Okay, back to the Key Kids Juvenile Carnival Club. I'm laughing because the electrician is just
Wants to shoot the generator.
just vented his anger at us.
Anyway, this is, as you say, Key Kids Junior Carnival Club from Mia. And this is called Calypso. Just the right thing to warm up a nice winter night.
Just in case you're wondering, you can see all the ropes and ties. That's the safety harness. It's a safety feature. Stop the kids falling off. And all the senior clubs have them as well. If there's any danger of falling off. No one's been hurt this year, so just keep it that way.
Excellent.
Bouncing off that one.
So there we go with the maracas, the parrots, the palm trees, and of course these performers. The music, hot, hot, hot by the burning flames.
Yeah, the car was designed by Lena Day, and she's only 13 years old. So it's a good design on paper, but it was just a tricky old thing to build. But they made it. They really are juveniles, aren't they? Look at
Yeah, yeah, they are. And they'll be in a brand new building, a hut next year, which they're building at Glastonbury for them. And so they are really looking forward to that. They can build their float in comfort next year.
The little girl on the end bouncing up and down, she's loving it. That's what Carnival's all about, isn't it? This is the future of Carnival, as we say.
Well, they're still going. They've been up there some time, but they're still going.
Oh, she fell over.
Some of them are still going.
Oh, great.
Lovely parakeet there on the back of the generator. Well done.
Yeah, good one. Good one. Well done, Key Kids. See you next year. We have a little road show coming along now. These girls have been walking the streets all around Somerset.
What do you mean by that?
Look at them. You only got to look at them to see them. It's our very, very good friends, the Cavaliers Carnival Club, who unfortunately lost the part of their cart. The back axle went in Burnham-on-Sea, but they said, well, no cart. We'll dance our way around the streets.
So they've just come along and doing the routine as they walk around. All kind of dance around, I suppose, really.
I can hear the music coming from it's the tractor unit and the generator unit. Like I said, they've lost their cart, so we'll see that in a moment. The reindeer and the...
Yeah, they've just joined the tractor to the generator unit, and there it is.
Just enough room for Father Christmas and the reindeer.
One of the great Christmas songs. Merry Christmas, everyone, from Shakin' Stevens.
A Merry Christmas to everyone.
Yeah, we echo that. Hope you have a lovely time.
The Centurions Carnival Club and their presentation of Mystic Island, which is a fantasy. You see the guy at the front, he's been captured by the people in the land of the dragons, and he's going to be sacrificed. He doesn't look too happy. He looked a lot happier 2 hours ago when he was next to me in the pub and what? 30 pounds on the fruit machine.
He did,
yes, he did.
Oh.
Anyway, that's
another story.
I think it was his money.
Just point out these oh, I'm blown.
Sorry.
Oh, life has funny twists, doesn't it? Look at the dragons on this. They're very good. Excellent. There's a dragon.
It's one of the best entries from the Centurion Carnival Clubs for a long, long time.
Yes, indeed.
Wayne Anker built the dragons, along with Ken Flack. Costumes by Marianne.
And Derek Irish involved as well there.
Oh, Derek the Builder. North Petherton's version of Bob the Builder is Derek. Only shorter.
There are excellent dragons there.
Along at a nice little pace, Brian.
Yeah, it's moving along nicely, and we're really getting good views of everything, so that's good.
This is YMCA Carnival Club from Bridgewater, and get Hyde. There's Cheryl, my lovely Cheryl. That's not her. I'm close though.
She's grown.
That's old Chidge, I believe. That's Rob Chidzoy. Cheryl's the second girl along. See her doing her little mystic dance. There she is. Bless her. She could have been a model for Buddha. I just herself away. Thank you to Cheryl. She's just given me a box of chocolates. YMCA, they've had a few struggles in the last couple of years, and they nearly went out of existence, but now they're back, and they're back strong, and they're getting stronger as they go along. They have a new headquarters in Bristol Road, and more members are joining.
It's got to be good.
Go away, she said. She saw me laughing at it. I'm sorry, I know all these people. They've all been friends. We've made so many friends over the 21 years that we've done it. And they wave and we lose concentration. Captain Rob Chedze, like I said, a special mention of the mask made by Steve Hodges.
In your picture now,
Yeah, who is
number
it?
24, that's Sue Jensen, and it's called Bertie's Mum. And you see Bertie Bassett being held aloft there. And Sue comes from Wells. And she said, not many people know this, but Bertie did have a mum, and that's me.
Yes.
But in your picture there is Norman Bishop, and it's called A Night Owl.
Play on words. Let's work it
Play
out.
on word, that's right. So from Wells. And really just a big bird wearing armour riding a horse.
It's just hit a St. John's ambulance man with his
Well,
axe.
there you go. That's
It's what owls do, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, he's getting very vicious now. Oh, my goodness me. Where will it all end? It's going to end with the cameraman getting up. Yeah, there we go.
You can't reach us, but... Oh.
From the sublime, or from the ridiculous to the sublime, this is Judy Fielding, and she is the mother of all evil, Maleficent. She comes from Frome in Somerset. Wow, this is a fantastic costume, is it not?
Yes.
Form of she-devil, who is out to seduce the males of the human population.
Well, you and I are safe then.
And she says, then produce evil offspring. So there you go.
Well, she's got a goodbye and good luck to us on the back of
Oh,
her.
is she?
Yes, she has. Thank you. Bless you. Oh, goodbye, good luck, Brian and Malcolm on the back of her.
Well done.
entry.
Thank
Good.
you.
Anyway, back to these people now. These are the hats away.
Ah, yes. Of course, Western known for its taste and decorum when it comes to these sort of entries. And of course, this is no exception. This year, the Jokers Carnival Club with her hats away.
Nearly a full naval tradition, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yes. And there's still a family club. I don't know who's related to who, and perhaps we didn't ought to know, but however...
Make of it what you will.
Yes. It's the senior service on parade.
The Renegades Carnival Club. Ay, caramba. Now, I've got to get some names right on this because they were kind enough to give me a lift up. That's Ann Cubits, who was formerly Ann Cubits, who is now Ann Palmer. Stood next to her is Hayley King, who is a dressmaker as well. Lovely, lovely. I got your names right. Somewhere in there is Darren Oxman. He's wearing an off-the-shoulder number. I know that girl. That's Sarah. Sarah Oxman. I don't know that girl's name, unfortunately. Anyway, I think I've done it right, haven't I?
I think so. Special thanks to Ian Palmer for all this over the car. Katie Williams for the choreography.
Yep, Sarah, you were on camera twice. I think they had the loudest music.
35 years in Carnival for Renegades.
They say they play the music loud so they can't hear Darren Oxman singing.
Oh dear.
I'm trying to find Darren. There he is. He's singing. He's a great character. He's a great Bridgewater Carnival man. Captain is Pat Milton. The model maker was Ian Palmer. The costumes by Jenny Sue Oxman and Hayley King. There we go.
There we go.
The Hockey Duck Carnival Club coming into view now.
Yep.
And they're telling us it's a small world.
It's obviously based on the Disney classic It's a Small World.
It's the Euro Disney theme park, isn't it?
Well, it's every Disney has got a small world.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you go, whether it's California or Florida or anywhere.
Yeah, so there we have the Mounties at the front, Paris by the Tower of Pisa. We have the Taj Mahal, we have Indians, we have Mexicans.
And you've got all these costumes related to all of that as well, and beautiful costumes they are too.
Japanese, some Swiss made.
Sadly, the founder member and president, Dennis Hodges, passed away this year, and he had appeared on the cart for 18 years. So I'm sure they dedicate this entry to him.
Yes, he always had a pocket made for his baccy tin. So we had a little moment's silence there. But the show goes on, Brian.
Show goes on. Hockey Dark, of course, one of the big tableau entries. And there they go. Beautifully finished, as always. I'm ashamed to say we're still eating chocolates, which is really bad. But however, this is the Gorgons Carnival Club from Tewton Mendip with their 2001 entry called The Night Before. Oh, here we are.
Goodbye, Malcolm. Thank you.
Well, we were asked to look out for two rag dolls on the front, and there we are. And we spotted them. Thank you. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you very much.
I thought they could have found a better place to hang this sign.
No, I think it's entirely appropriate.
Bye-bye. Glowing kisses.
Oh, lovely.
Oh,
isn't that lovely? Thank you very much.
We're all feeling very sad now.
They're a lovely bunch.
Yeah, thank you all.
Tewton Mendip.
Back to business.
Captain Mike Reid, model maker Michelle Ford, designer Sharon Ford, and the costumes from Jane Kuang.
Oh dear, what can we say? Sorry to see you go. And
it's absolutely lovely, thank you.
Thank you, yeah. Thank you, we should miss you as well, but we'll still be involved in Carnival. Some pub or
Look at
other.
that lovely picture on the generator there as they disappear.
Have a chocolate, Brian. Oh no, we can't.
Gotta keep working.
Keep working. Mickey Mouse is coming along with his long sweetheart.
This is Shazam Junior Carnival Club and their tribute.
The 100 years
to Walt Disney.
100 magical years of Disney. There's Cruella de Vil. There's old Donald Duck. I never understood a word he said, you know. Geppetto, isn't it, who made Pinocchio there?
Yeah.
Bambi.
In fact, to thank Marion Selway for staying up all hours to make the costumes.
Yes, that's what she should do. It's what mums do, isn't it? Yeah. The Newmarket Carnival Club, they're going way out west with their entry this year. Eat 'em up, blow 'em up, rawhide. Not the west that we will know.
Slightly different here. And shades of blazing saddles, I think.
Captain Dave Coombs, designer and model maker Bob the Builder. And the
costumes of Irene the Builder.
And you can see that these are Bridgewater girls.
Yes, another cultural experience.
Colin Burlap in there, I'm sure. Oh my goodness me. I think that's the rawhide they're on about.
Yes. Lots of rawhides there, okay.
Goodbye, he's saying. Put your horse between your legs. Oh, dear goodness me. One for me, he said.
Oh, yeah.
Malcolm and Brian, you've been the weakest link. Goodbye. Thank you.
This is Will's Carnival Club from Bridgewater entry. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. Of course, it's based on a 1939 movie starring Judy Garland and the Wizard of Oz.
There's, oh, a big teeth then, the Tin Man. We just saw there, all the famous characters. And there's the lion.
It's a special anniversary for Will's this year. It's their 50th anniversary. Half a century. That's
Sorry,
amazing.
Brian.
That's all right.
Costumed by Anne Fagan with support from Nikki and Pearl. There's Dorothy and her little dog Toto. And you see all around the characters and the munchkins.
Stunning. Stunning costumes. Designer Nick Holding and the club.
There's
excellent makeup.
Munchkin disappearing. Okay, we're in Weston Supermare. It's a lovely evening. What do you want? We want the Beach Boys. And here come the Griffins giving us, the mighty Griffins. Let's call them by their correct name.
Well, I suppose, you know, although it is November, you can go back to the summertime, and this really warms the cockles of your heart, doesn't it?
And they're a winner. They're winners, Brian. I'm so proud that they won in previous carnivals. Just one carnival I know. That's with a little bit extra bounce in them tonight, especially the girls.
Costumes from Gemma Grant, Marion Cross, Peggy White, Marlene Darton. Well done. Designers and model makers, of course, Bill and Rick Richards. And those lovely piranha fish bobbing up and down there.
He's got the best job sitting in the deck chair. He's no fool. Here's the music, the Beach Boys.
Oh, yes.
Mike Creswell there, isn't it? With that Mike Creswell.
I don't know, it's pretty warm under those lights, I can tell you.
No, it wasn't, Mike. And there's the old Volkswagen behind with the hippies.
As always, fantastic generator. That is a generator from Griffins.
Yeah.
Surf's up.
Griffin Town there on Paradise Island. Couldn't be better, could it?
Andrew Parker in your picture now.
The 4th of
He's
July.
the 4th of July, yep. He's from Ilminster. Of course, it's celebrating American Independence Day.
Shooting stars and an eagle at the back, everything that is America. Here's a lovely entry.
This is fantastic.
We've admired this for a couple of weeks now, haven't we? Every time we see it, we think,
This
oh,
is
look at
Jodie B. Mitchell. She's 15 years old, and it's called Sonny Lumiere. And if our lights weren't picking it up, then the lights on the hem of her dress would be, and it really does look fantastic.
that. Chasing
Amazing.
lights around the sun and the moon. Clever idea. A lot of work gone
and
into that.
Beautiful, beautifully done.
Look at a stretch limo here. Who is that?
Celebration Limousines, and it's called Get Me to the Church on Time.
Well, the front half will be at the church on time, but it's a beautiful, beautiful machine.
Yeah, it is, it's lovely. American Stretch Limo. And the local free paper ran a competition to find 2 local children between the ages of 8 and 12 to ride dressed as a bride and groom in the back of the limo.
We can see the groom. What's he done with the bride?
I don't know. Chance of a lifetime for the winners.
Yeah.
And Chloe Loader, age 10, and Joe Fisher, age 12.
Oddbins. The Oddbins.
Yeah, the Oddbin Carnival Club is called Elements.
Somebody's throwing money and they think it's a collective float. It's not a collective float, there's an entry. There's the elements the earth, wind and fire portrayed. Feeling a little bit tired now.
I think it's a long way around, it really is.
Yeah. The Western Zoyland Carnival Club, they're celebrating their 40th year this year, and they decided to go Latin American on us. Rio Paradiso. They did have carnivals in other countries, you know, besides downtown.
You're
Somerset.
kidding me, you're kidding me.
Just little things, I understand. It's nothing like they do at Wesley Superman.
No, of course not, no. Lovely birds of paradise here. You can see the models, they're excellent.
Is that one of the birds you're on about? Oh, no, I see it.
Not really, but the headdresses are lovely. Look at them all.
The costumes were by Barbara Wild, and the captain this year is Andy Clements, and the designer Tim Martin.
Music, the best years of our lives. And another anniversary, this is the 40th year. Western Zoyland have been around.
I just mentioned that, Brian.
I'm sorry.
That's 80 years now.
All right. There we go, there's an exotic crocodile there.
Exocodile. Exocodile.
Exotodile, yeah.
From the Mendip Vale Carnival Club, Mendip Vale just outside of Wells, and their entry this year is Christmas Magic. A little bit more Christmas. It's upon us, it's in all the shops, it's in all the TV
Yeah, well,
adverts are
Starts
Christmas.
in August now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I think. Anyway, it's lovely, this, it really is. Get us into the festive spirit.
Aye.
Captain and designer Liam Guys, model makers Kevin Brook and his mother Priscilla, and the costumes from Mrs. Brewer.
Now they say after researching Greek mythology, it has come to light that Santa delivers his presents by sleigh and a hot air balloon. Well, here we go, I believe him.
They had to get the hot air balloon in there somewhere, so there it is.
You can just see the hot air balloon right at the front there spinning round.
And a variation on a Christmas music from Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas.
Model makers Kevin Brock and his mother Priscilla.
Oh, there's a nice model Father Christmas.
The costumes by Mrs. Brewer.
I've just said that.
Oh, sorry.
You're repeating me now.
I'm not listening.
Whenever did you?
Do we get serious now, shall we? Nice Christmas card there, Brian.
Excellent, excellent.
In case I forget to send you one, take that one out. We'll do a print of that.
Thank you very much.
The Zigzag Carnival Club, as is a juvenile entry there from North Petherton, and they decided that fireworks are going to be going on all around Somerset for the next 2 or 3 weeks, finishing tonight at Weston-super-Mare. Their entry is called Boom.
I think this is fabulous. I think it really does work ever so well.
Yeah.
For, again, it's a junior entry, and it really is fabulous. If you look at the plumes, there they are, coming up from the fireworks, so to speak. The white lights, all turning.
I don't know if they've had any success through this circuit that's gone ahead, but we think they deserve it anyway. It's got the Brian and Malcolm Cup, has it, for originality.
Has indeed. And designer Charlie Radford. Well done, Charlie. Costumes from Jane Radford, Juliet Glynn, Louise Radford, and other club members. And it's not easy to do fireworks on a cart, I don't think, but they've really done it so well. Well done, Zigzag Carnival Club.
Oh, it's bedtime, look, Brian. There's tears before bed.
Oh no, I've had enough. Oh, she's all right. They're still going.
They're still going. They'll be all right in a moment. Cup of hot soup. There's the rockets in the roof, look.
Yeah.
Good idea. You'll be seeing more of this as the year goes by. I bet someone will pitch this idea and come up with it. One of the bigger clubs. Zigzag Carnival Club of North Petherton.
You've had too many of those Cointreau chocolates.
I think I have. More clowns, more circus.
An original idea. This is Ivy Scratchin's Flea Circus. They've all got 6 arms. Look at this. Oh dear. People dressed as circus fleas, that's what it's all about, basically. And there's a caterpillar down the middle for no good reason whatsoever.
They're enjoying it. Good. Captain Lee Ashman and designer Kelly and Lucy, model makers Bridget and Colin, and they carved the head of the caterpillar and Steve made the body.
They normally build this outside, but this time they've got a shed to build it in for the first time, so they made some models.
The smallest show on earth, they said.
Music, join the circus from the musical Barnum. Hey.
Yeah, everybody they go past, the entire crowd is scratching now. They get some powder and dust them, I think.
It's the 2 Hours Carnival Club from Temple Cloud, near Bristol.
Yep. The Zodiac Carnival Club, they're on foot and they're going nowhere. Now a caterpillar, Brian.
It is a caterpillar, yes. It's Gnome sitting on a caterpillar. Somewhere in there is a mushroom. Oh, yes, he's standing on a mushroom. Oh, they're having fun, aren't they?
And they're still looking good. Have you just figured they've been zigzagging around the streets of Weston-super-Mare for 2.5 hours now? It's hard work.
That is hard work.
I mean, they're all thinking, I wish that guy would drive the caterpillar in a straight line.
And I've only caught something silly.
Good fun, good fun. We're going to see as much of the next entry as we can.
Oh, this is big. This is very big.
The Gremlins Carnival Club, all moving, all action is Sinbad, of course. From Bridgewater, Gremlins Carnival Club, one of the big clubs. The music's just
Certainly
stopped,
are.
so they're going into the routine starting now.
The music comes, you may remember, from the film Moulin Rouge. It's all lots of moving parts. It's all action. It's stunning. From the Gremlins Carnival Club of Bridgwater. 52 years in Carnival.
Captain this year is Neil Tarrant, the designer is Paul Redmond. There you
they're
go, all
going
its
on.
glory now.
Putting in the routine now. Oh, look at all the lights. There's 18,000 light bulbs on here. Tremendous. Tremendous. Look at all that, all working. All spinning, all turning.
Yeah, right down through to the generator there. An all-action extravaganza from the Gremlins Carnival Club of Bridgwater. Okay, we go to the 70s revival now. The hippies are back in town. Well, they weren't really hippies, were they? Rod Stewart, Bay City Rollers, Barry White, David Bowie, Roy Wood and Wizard. The rock giants of the 70s.
Look at him with a beard covering his face. Very funny. There he is. Total beard.
Oh, ZZ Top, was it?
Yes. Oh, ZZ Top.
Yeah. There's a DJ at the back. He's out of control. He's out of control. Okay, what have we got here? The Waterside Carnival Club, and they're guardians of the plains, the original Americans, the Red Indian people, the Red Indian tribes. The Indians are guarding the plains from any future attacks, they say. Kings of the Wild Frontier, the music from Adam and the Ants. That could be on the card in front, couldn't it?
It could be, yeah. In fact, the music makes up a really, I mean, it's very, very important getting the right music. And if
Yeah,
you can, it adds so much to the atmosphere.
It works perfectly. They're all laughing, they're all having a good time. A little Indian wave there. Captain this year is Chris Cornett, costumes by Sam James and the girls.
They're always looking for new members, they say, so if you're out that way in Midsummer Norton, they'd be delighted to see you.
They could use a couple of fellas, and most of that car was young girls. Right, he's happy because he's sitting in the tractor leading a dance troupe around the town.
This is Identity Community Arts, as they call themselves. 2 items in one here. Deep Sea Rescue, Little Yellow Fish in the Deep Blue Sea, and Western Delights. It's based on Moulin Rouge.
Trying to pick out as many of the
These are all the
characters.
junior members, which I think are the little, you know, the deep sea rescue.
These two are together. There's a blue guy and a red guy. There we are. Who are they? Herberts.
There's 50.
Number 50. We will tell you who they are.
We will. Fire and Ice from the Shillingstone Oakford Carnival Club from Blandford.
Right, the next walk-in entry coming along, number 51, the Herberts Carnival Club and La Fantasia Tropical.
Very colourful they look as they walk along the road, and they're from Frome. Special mention, they say, to Chrysalix, who have, Chrysalix were a carnival club that have joined them this year. So congratulations to them.
Happy birthday and a Merry Christmas, 2 greetings in one. This is from Andrew
Celebration.
Churches.
Yes,
Yep.
it's called Celebration. It's a large cake, as I say, depicting various celebrations on each side. whether it's Christmas or birthdays or weddings, christenings and anniversaries. Just 9 years old is Andrew.
There was an old lady who lived in a shoe. Her name was...
Rachel Churches.
Didn't know what to do, so she walked around the carnival procession.
That's right, and she's only 6. So she's had a long walk as Rachel.
Caribbean guy here. Who's this?
This is Rock and Rio, presented by Tizzy's Carnival Club from Crewcairn.
Nice costume.
Yes.
I know what he'd be wearing out at New Year's Eve. Number 55. We've admired this young lady for a while, haven't
Yeah,
we?
this is something else, isn't it? Look at this. Absolutely wonderful. This is Amber Sewell, Exotic Paradise, she calls this, and she's just 8 years old.
Lovely. Okay, one more walking entry we can spot.
All right. Number 56 then.
Yep, Lisa.
Is Lisa Arney,
That's
Flight
right.
of Fantasy, and she's from Taunton. Lisa's a little bit older. She's 24, and she's been 15 years in the carnival.
Okay, there's a massive light coming up the road.
Oh.
This is this year's county champions beyond
Oh, without a
now.
doubt, yep.
The Masqueraders Carnival Club from Mere, and their massive entry, Jack's Back.
Just feast your eyes on this. This is just something special. People said, oh, you can't do blue and white lights, it'll never work.
You got enough of them, you
yes,
can.
it does. This is quite amazing.
We're happy to say there is no Jack Frost tonight.
No, it's pretty warm. It's certainly warm under those lights. There's probably something between 18 and 20,000 light bulbs on this alone. Just think of that, and the heat that that gives off, and the electricity that is used is amazing. But this is incredible.
To pick out a few characters here, let me say the captain is Simon Collins, the designer was Sean Lukens, Dave Bisgrove, Mark Contreras, Simon Collins, Gary Newman, James Thompson and John Thompson, and the model makers Glyn Hughes, Nick Hopkins and Graham Stone. Fantastic. Gotta clap these boys.
Masqueraders have really done it. They have an incredible 68 members.
Right down to the makeup, Brian. The makeup is superb.
It is. The routine is wonderful. They put everything in all the way around. They really do.
Even a smoke machine going there. There's a smoke machine. You can see the effect. It's
Yeah.
Total effect.
And they put as many people on there as they can, and it's well worth it.
Absolutely. She won't wave at me. They won't break their routine to wave at me.
And those headdresses are lovely. County champions, Masqueraders Carnival Club, Jack's Back.
How'd you like to make that work? Who's the engineers amongst you can think how this works?
That's so clever.
Right, moving on to the next entry. Bob's Bodgers from the Chameleon Carnival Club.
It's a kind of variation on the theme of Tropical Bob the Builder, I think.
Yeah, it is Bob the Builder.
You're trying to work it out, weren't you? It was all too clever for you.
Beyond me. Stage super spot. I think it's Bob's on stage because he's not only a builder these days, he is a rock star, isn't he? There's the rest of them behind, the rest of his crew mucking it up, as they say.
Well, they say they didn't start building until very late in October. So they've actually done really well to get an entry out and on the road. So well done to them, because it really does take a long time.
Special mention for Kelly Herbert, a young girl who's been a great help, willing to use power saws and drills. Oh, dangerous thing in the hand of a young girl. Okay, we're moving back to another of the same colors. They said nobody used blue and white. Two folks following each other.
Yeah.
Legend of the Ice Princess, I believe, from the Luckington Carnival Club from Luckington.
But the great thing is, of course, for an ice princess and for something cold, you've got to use blue and white, haven't you? You can't use any other color.
The card depicts the chariot being drawn along of the guards of the Ice Princess. There they are. All the entourage associated with the Ice Princess. And coming out the cave at the back, there she is the lovely Ice Princess. You'll see her in a moment. Captain this year is Alan Parfitt. and the designer Dave Carter. There's the Ice Princess.
She looks very cool.
Cool lady, that. Real cool
Yeah,
lady.
real cool lady.
Costumes by Lisa Hamlin. Special mention for Les Parsons, Lisa Hamlin, Dave Carter, Mike Coe, and Ashley. We did it. Number 62 walking along. Give us a little
62
wave.
is the Leprechauns Carnival Club, and this is called Christmas in Motion. They're from Bridgewater. We've been doing Carnival for 9 years.
Like a wrestling tag team.
61 is the Wolverines Carnival Club from Frome, and this is called Flaming Hell.
Yeah.
All is a devil. They say they're devils, but they're nice ones, not naughty ones.
Well, that's all we can ask for, isn't it?
Ah, yes, if you're a devil, if you're a nice devil, then you're all right.
You're in a bad old devil yourself.
Well, thank you.
Now we got a happy pig walking along the road here. There he is. Little Porky the pig coming along. He's part of the trade exhibit coming along. This is the Free Leisure Park
Also say hello, Huey.
for a great night out. Go to the
Green's mascot.
Free Leisure Park.
With him tonight, just in case we have some of those awful
Farmer's
questions.
Tavern.
And following them is the 23rd Western Supermare Guides, and this is called Recycle It. And it's just a little reminder to make sure that the environment and conservation, I should say, is very much uppermost in our minds.
Right, the Star Show is upon us. It's from the Limecombe Carnival Club from Bridgewater, and that's what it's called, a Star Show. Let me entertain you, that's all they look to do. They don't worry about winning prizes, they want to look good and have a good time. And these they do, they look good because the costumes are by Pauline Sparks.
Yeah, they really let
Tina
you go with the
Hudson and
routine there.
helpers. Yep.
Excellent, well done. I think there are a few moving parts that aren't going on this particular front.
Her moving parts were
But
going.
they're all right. But that
Thankfully.
doesn't affect the human side of it, of course.
No. No.
And there they go. Well into the routine now. It's very bright, very lively.
And that's Dave Cleavely. He's a little powerhouse amongst the Limecombe. There he is. They built a big shed so that Dave Cleavely could get in and do some building. Bye-bye, Dave. Good. Captain this year is Malcolm Royce. Designer Rob Hudson and Malcolm Royce. The costumes, like I said before, with Pauline Sparks, Sienna Hudson and helpers.
Whew. Well, they're coming through thick and fast now.
The Kerry Comedians.
Oh, yes, a little bit of culture again.
Yeah. Who gives a buck? It's called. It's all about rabbits doing things that rabbits do. And the least we say about that, the better. But there seems to be more on this
I
cup
was
now.
going to say there's more than they started with. Yeah.
In the comic section, of course, and I think they are comic county champions. I think.
Yeah.
Rabbit, rabbit, rabbit.
Great song too. Great stuff.
But the two rabbits at the back there, they were rolling about and doing all sorts of things earlier, and they've stopped that now, thank goodness. No more rabbits. Okay, moving on now because they're coming upon us very, very quick.
Oh, they are.
This is the Hillview Juvenile Carnival Club. A little bit more of Christmas, a winter wonderland. There's a couple of ice skaters at the front.
It's Father Christmas, of course.
Sleigh being pulled by he's always got a red nose, that guy. And I don't mean Father Christmas. They're based at the Bristol Bridge Inn. I believe that's at Highbridge. The captain this year is Colin Marshall, and the costumes by Lynn Berland and Tina Marshall. There's the toys on the fair beyond.
Yeah, it's a
little
nice
fairground ride.
Nice little ride on the back.
Well, we've got some majorettes walking along. There we are. I knew my cameraman wouldn't miss the majorettes. We don't know who they are. We're just trying to identify them. Sorry about this.
It's 69 ERZ, which is Nicola Lane and friends from Western Supermare. Following them are the second Weston-super-Mare Brownies, and this is called Guiding Bugs. And their Guiding Bugs are part of a nationwide recruitment drive for guiding.
They've got the beekeeper at the front as well. Every one of them looking at the camera, not one of them camera shy. From the Mighty Ramblers Carnival Club of Bridgewater, their entry this year based on the stage show and the film show of The Lion King.
The Lion King, of course, playing to packed houses at the Lyceum Theatre in London. And it's such an evocative stage show, and they've tried to recreate that on a 100-foot carnival cart. My goodness, they've come very, very close. It's tremendously detailed, this. Matt Bell designed it, and it really is something a little bit special. The crowd are enthralled. Captain Ian Saunders, model makers, Andrew Chave, Trevor Gallicott, Andrew Crew, and Steve Durant, I think that is.
Yeah, Steve Durant.
Costumes from Elaine Morris, Glenda Andrews, Marcel Saunders, Kay Tracy, Woody, Andrew Parker, Jill Gunnup, Peggy Dunstan. 224 moving parts on this entry, The Lion King.
Getting a round of applause for their little song there.
Yeah.
Well appreciated. Well appreciated. Not an easy thing to do on a card, is it? It's
Very, very difficult.
Yeah.
Very, very difficult indeed.
Very brave effort there. Oh. Steve Fursley,
There we go. The music, of course, is fantastic. It's Busan, The Circle of Life, from the stage show, The Lion King. It's wonderful costumes and headdresses here.
Well, looks good as just as good from the back. In fact, most of the Ramblers look better from the back. You gotta
You
know
said
them. You gotta know them to love them. Only a mother could love some of them. Okay, let's go on to the next entry now. I think this is the Oasis Carnival Club from Frome, and their entry is Neptune's Fantasy. Neptune and his guards are guarding his undersea home.
The little tableau entry.
There's only 5 people on it. You see, you don't need to have 20 or 30 people in your club. Get a good idea, go on and do it. Captain this year is Steve Kitchen, and the designer is Trevor Knight, and the costumes by Pam Parker. Oh, there's a couple more on the other end. They truly have got a 360-degree cart.
Yeah, and it's a lovely sort of shipwrecked boat there. It's very good. It's a nice touch.
Yep. Some more dancers coming up the road now. Copacabana. Who is this? Is this the Puritan?
Well, this is the Puritan Pilgrims.
Okay.
Yeah, they're normally a comic entry, aren't they? Mounted on a...
They had to move out of their headquarters this year, so they were without a cart, unfortunately. So those girls aren't quite so good when they get close up, are they?
No, no.
Better from a distance, the Puritan girls. Oh my goodness, beware of the bull. Here's a good old favorite of ours. From years gone by, I remember this guy, George Brinicum. Farmer George he is this year. I don't want your cider, thank you, George. Oh, he's going to take his glass out there.
This is Katie Blandford, and it's called Can't Cook, Won't Cook.
I was
Of
waving
course.
at George, sorry. Yes, it is, Katie.
Yeah, based on the, obviously, TV cookery program. 79 is Play Your Cards Right. This is the Amethyst Carnival Club from Wincanton.
Another TV program, isn't it?
That's right.
Nothing for a pair here, missus.
Oh.
The big cards coming up through the Marketeers Carnival Club and their entry this year. Next stop, Clowntown. Here come the clowns. They're flying there. They're going by train. And they've got a little boat as well. Any way they can, they get to Clowntown.
Wonderful costumes on this one, really are. The makeup's great. They've even got some fantastic shoes as well. Right, the detail right down to the shoes is fantastic. Really good. Excellent. Full of colour, full of life. Just what you need on a cold winter's night.
Bye-bye, Chunky. They're all waving goodbye to me. That's a Brian.
With all the great swells. If you become a doctor, box and face it with dread. If you become a dentist, then
Lots to look at on this float. There really is lots and lots to look at.
stand on your head. Look at this.
Oh, good routine.
Be a clown.
41 years in Carnival.
Oh, taken away with that then. I like that entry.
Yeah, I do too.
The guy, he really does walk around on stilts. There's about 4 or 5 of them walking around on stilts on a carnival car. They're plasterers. They wear kilts. They wear stilts all the time as they do their plastering job. On we go. Yes, they do, so they can reach the ceilings.
Good God.
King William Carnival Club and their entry, Nihon or Hihon, Japan. Everything that is Japanese is here. Geisha girls.
King William, of course, from Glastonbury. Yeah, one of the big tableau clubs, and who's always known for their costumes.
And their model, their dressmaker.
That's right, 80 years young, giving up this year. Win. She's looking for another dressmaker.
Oh, she's looking for another job. The samurai swordsmen there, the kite flyers, all in their kimonos. Beautiful, gentle little entry. Makeup superb. They call it Kabuki, isn't it? Kabuki Carnival.
Kabuki, yes, that's the theatre.
Yep.
40 years they're celebrating this year as well, so it's another anniversary.
Designer this year was Wayne Duckett and Lucy Chapman. Costumes by Wayne Clark, we've already said. Helped by Elaine Chapman, Ross Cave, Nan Gould, Pat Hick, Steve and Tony Gibbons.
Buying a souvenir program. Remember that this is something you can read about for months to come.
Beautiful.
Excellent illustration.
From the Cobra Carnival Club of Wells, and they're warming us all up here with a little bit of a Spanish fiesta. Captain this year is Rupert Guys, and the costumes by Zita Davis.
And they'd just like to thank the club that's preceded them along here, King William, for all their help and support. And it's always nice to know where clubs do need support, they can rely on other carnivalites to help them out.
She says cameras on her making her laugh, but now they're into their Spanish routine with a little help from modern rock music. Special mention, they say, please, for Zita Davis and Titch Masters. So there you are, you've got your mention.
Yeah, count it done.
Think of Spain and Spanish fiestas. Think of Bristol and what you get.
You think of airplanes?
Concorde.
Yeah. It's a good model, isn't it?
It is. And this is the trade exhibit from the Bristol Water. 150 years serving the community.
That's the Fifth and Suspension Bridge, of course.
Yep, all things Bristol. That would be the Cabot ship, wouldn't it? They call
That's
that.
the Matthew.
Matthew, yes.
It's moored in Bristol
Smaller
Docks.
version, this is just a mat. Always on tap, Bristol Water. We take it for granted, don't we? But we shouldn't really. Go. Sing along with this entry. It's warming the crowd up, they're enjoying it. It's the British Flag Carnival Club, and their entry this year is called Tenerife Carnival. It's just a small entry,
But everyone joins in.
they've suffered a little bit this year where they've lost a few members, but they've certainly got the crowd with them. Hope the music stopped. Now they're back again now. There you go, just a little entry from the British Flag Carnival Club. They're sure they'll be back next year. They're having a good time. Only 11 members, they say, but we'll be back next year as big as ever. We're certainly putting a lot of effort in, aren't they? Giving it their very, very best. Who have we got here?
Well done.
Bob the Builder again, I
Oh,
believe.
it's Bob the Builder.
What a surprise that was. Just George's Carnival Club from Sturminster Newton. Well, we thank them for coming all that way. And it's their interpretation of Bob the Builder.
Now, then we've had several Bob the Builders. They've all been different, actually, in many respects.
Well, he looks like Bob. No, he looks like Bob. Actually, they all look like Bob, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
Designer and model maker by the club, and the costumes are by Sarah and the members of the club. I think this is the most serious of all the Bob the Builders, isn't it? They've really put some work into this one.
Yeah, they have, yeah.
And I don't mean any disrespect to the ones that's gone before. This is a big, big Bob the Builder.
This is, yeah, it is. The biggest of the Bob the Builders,
Yeah.
without doubt.
Bob's dog. If we knew more about Bob the Builder, we'd be able to say things, wouldn't we?
Yeah, we would.
I bet you kids are watching this, you'll be able to say, oh, look, there's, and there's, but we don't know that many.
All we can say is, can we fix it? Yes, we can.
Yep. Celebrating USA and all the music men is the Tops and Tails from the Marina Sydenham Juvenile Carnival Club of Bridgewater. Come follow the band, they say. They're a little bit tired now, a little bit jaded.
It's been a long time, but it's a very colourful entry. And a little bit on the dark side was the fact that this card is dedicated to Lynn. Lynn was the club secretary who unfortunately passed away earlier this year.
They'd like us to say a special mention to the road crew, Richard, Neil, Paul, Pete, Paul, Steve and Andy. And we'd like to say a special mention to all the road crews who do all such great work. Well done, road crew.
Yeah, they are unsung heroes without a doubt. So to you all, congratulations, well done. We really do appreciate the work you do.
No pause, straight into the song. There's no pause here. And then there's a sign on the back and it says, with respect to the victims of the American atrocity on the 11th of September 2001. So this is done with the very best intention and great respect to the Americans. And we're going out to the Wild West of America now with the Vagabonds Carnival Club. They're mounted up on a great big steam engine and it's Wild West steam. They say this is smaller than their usual entry, but it's pretty big to me, Brian.
Yeah, I mean, it's very, very light and colourful, and they're all moving around in a great routine as well. So, whilst it is only the tractor and the generator bit, it's still very big. It is long, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll say a special mention for Darren Britton, the captain this year, and the designer Nick Holding. Costumes by Sylvia Palmer, Jackie Towell, and Georgina Edwards. Good old Georgina. I think her daughter's out there dancing somewhere.
They're pretty fit. They'll get through this with no trouble at all.
I can see Darren on the back. He's just giving me a big thumbs up. That's him in the blue. One from the last. That's Darren.
That's it.
The man's a star. The shooting star.
In the picture now is Identity Community Arts, and I think these are the seniors. Before, in the blue, about 5 minutes ago, we had the juniors, but this is the seniors. Obviously they split them. And I think this is Moulin Rouge. This is their version of Moulin Rouge that they're doing, which of course is the very latest film success. They've taken that as their theme. And whilst it's not a...
I've just spotted
can.
Nicole Kidman there somewhere.
But this is obviously one of the songs used in it, which is Marmalade. And they're doing a routine to that.
Now and then there's a float in each carnival parade that takes Brian and my fancy. You know, it's not the winner and it's never going to win, but it's something that impresses us. And this is the one this year, Brian, that's impressed us really a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, we love this.
From the Cratton's Carnival Club of Midsummer Norton and their musical melody.
It's just kind of clean, if you know what I mean. It's just so well done, and it's just nothing very fancy, but it just works, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Music you can hear. Gary Wilmot singing Dancing Fool from the musical Copacabana.
We mentioned the captain, Rich Lewis, and the designer was Rich Lewis, Martin Atkins, Dan Fowler, and Mark Coles, and the model maker Ben Atkins, Sid Meager, and Laura Williams, and the costumes by Janice Pierce.
I'd like to thank everyone who's been able to help put the float out this year. All the spinning hoops.
Yeah, even the floor keyboards, look, it really is a clever idea, and we like this a lot. Headdresses by Emma Walker, Hilary Walker, and Barbara Fowler. I think maybe just a few more members on that may have been just give that little edge to make it a bit more of a winner.
Yeah.
I'm not decrying it at all. We love it, but what a pity it's not a winner.
Good music.
Okay, the Harlequins, Circus of Wonder, and this is not a float this year. The Harlequins have apologized for not entering a float. They got affected by foot and mouth. They couldn't get onto the land to build their float, so they said, well, we'll dress up a tractor and we'll dance and we'll do a good circus routine.
And it's been tremendous, this. To work like this around the whole circuit is amazing. And they have tremendous stamina, but they don't let up for a second. So well done, Harlequins. You've really done yourself proud.
Yeah, they've been dancing for 2.5 hours now.
Yeah. And it really works well with their generator section with little bits turning on it, and it just leads the way nicely.
Oh.
And I'm sure they've won lots of prizes this year.
And lots of admiration. Captain Mark Williams and the costumes by the lady members of the club. And thank you very, very, very much for a little pose there. Thanks for carrying on the grand tradition of Carnival. Thank you.
Excellent.
He's going to walk on his stilts, is he?
Oh, we got unicyclists and everything.
There's no end to the talent in this
I
club.
tell you what, that is really amazing. And jugglers and everything. Phenomenal walking entry, or stilting entry.
Stilting entry. You can't say things like that. Shambles Carnival Club.
Can't say things like shambles.
Shambles Carnival Club.
Oh, yes,
from
right. You
Shepton
can
Mallet.
say that then.
And the beautiful entry, the Tales of Beatrix Potter.
Oh, no, this is really something special. I have to say the detail here is amazing again. And beautiful costumes, and of course a wonderful story too.
Costumes by Jonathan Emery, Jane Loxton, and the female members of the club. I'd like to know who did the makeup. We know the model makers.
It must have taken a long time. It really must have taken ages.
Yeah, Jonathan Emery and Jane Luxon were the model makers, but the costume, the makeup is superb.
But wherever you look, there's always something to, I mean, there's something of tremendous detail. All the illustrations, tremendous care.
So this club has also been affected by foot and mouth. I don't mean they've been affected, but their ability to build has been inhibited slightly.
And they say they've lost 1/3 of their members this year as well, so there you are, that's the generator. It goes by, but
right, our cameraman's picked up a
detailed.
couple of dolly birds now. What's he doing with these girls? Oh, they're giving away goodies, look.
Go on, you can do better now. Give us a cheer.
This is
Fist
North
fight, go on.
Somerset's independent radio station, 107.7 WFM.
The West's favorite music. And they're playing
You
some
having a
music.
good time? You enjoying yourselves? Yeah. Oh, let's see you wave. Give me a wave. Oh, give me a wave.
Who's on the train, Brian?
Right, well, at the Playhouse Theatre this December, is, of course, Jack and the Beanstalk, which is the local pantomime here, starring Antonio Fargas. You remember Huggy Bear from Starsky and Hutch?
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be starring in this with Paul Moriarty, Katie Reeves, and Douglas Mounts, Joanne Pullen, Chris Thatcher, and Paul Burling, and, of course, Daisy the Cow. There's a lot of those in there.
Bless her. No, bless her. And walking behind the Paradise Carnival Club, number 99.
Paradise Carnival Club Escape with the Magic. They come from Radstock.
That Harry Potter thing, is it?
Yeah, it's got to be.
He made I laugh. He said he bought a brand new combine harvester. That's brand new Gardeman.
That's a beautiful steam traction engine. And it's towing a thrashing machine, good old thrashing machine, which is in turn towing a living van, as they call it.
Yeah. Days gone by, isn't it?
Yeah, fantastic. A pink thrashing machine.
Members of the National Vintage Tractor and Engine Club. There we go. Takes us back to when we used to go out haymaking.
Lovely to see.
The Casino Crazy people are the Phoenix Carnival Club from Honiton. More gambling, these people. Captain David Collins, model maker Neil B, Dave Collins, Nick Warden, and Glyn Moore, and they've had a gambling idea as well.
You put all the pretty girls on the front, and you're bound to attract our attention.
And they have. Still high kicking. Still dancing away there. Choreography was Katie Paul. The theme is a Las Vegas with all the showgirls. The club was formed in October 1994 and has around 30 members.
Special mention for Lisa Smith, Lynn B, Neil B, David Collins, Nick Warden, Dave Harvey, Sue Parry, and all the members who helped get the show on the road.
Now they've even got their own website, www.phoenixcarnivalclub.org.uk, if you want to get in touch with them, see what they're doing next year. This takes us back, Brian, when you and I first met each other.
Oh, my
You were a
goodness
sweet
me.
young thing, and I was selling cigarettes.
And I had hair, and so did you.
Ah, well, I want to be a hippie, they say.
This is the Amigos Carnival Club, local carnival club from Western, of course.
And they've got it right. They've got it absolutely spot on right with the hair, the clothes, the bell bottoms.
Yeah.
Peace, flower, power, be happy, make love, not war, ban the bomb. Everything that we stood for in those long days ago when we were young.
I know. And all those people on there wouldn't even remember it as it was.
No.
They're all too young.
Bless them. It's the last of the collecting floats coming around now. I hope they've collected a lot of money this year and beat last year's total. The money goes to good causes, and there's still money being thrown into the cart. So, excellent. We need your money.
Very big crowd here, certainly along this section.
Yep.
Very big crowd.
We've got some dancing pirates coming up now. We're just going to flash back and see if we can pick up these Jolly Rogers. 106.
Britannia Carnival Club, Pirates.
Are they local?
Yes, they are. Yeah. So where they come from?
Being the pirates are from the Caribbean, I expect.
So, yeah.
Cutthroat Island.
I think they're normally on a.
That's
I think
excellent looking guy. That's a good looking pirate there.
they're normally on a float, so I've got a feeling they must have broken down.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I know who that is. I know that guy, that pirate. Yes, sorry, I'm going back now. Of course, I'm just twiggling that one. They're dancing, and they're the Aliens Carnival Club from Frome, and dancing they are, just based on all the dance routines you can think of. designer Yvonne, Grant and Stan. I'm in the mood for dancing, and they're in the mood for romancing. Costumes by Brenda Allen with the help from Linda Davis and the club members, and the headdresses by Darren Beeling.
Terrific headdresses, they really are. They're excellent costumes.
Yes.
Put us right in the mood for a little bit of jigging about.
Oh, I'm flattered you asked me, Brian.
That's all right. Anytime.
I decline if you don't mind. But
No, not at all.
special thanks to the supporters, especially Michael and Jody. So there they go. The last entry, the little mounted entry, we've seen it before. It's a little Postman Pat thingy. She enjoys it. It comes from Milverton, I believe. Postman Pat, black and white cat. Okay, sadly, that's the end of the carnival. And sadly, it's the end of the road for us. Brian and I are sadly leaving. We won't be here again. This is our last ever broadcast, and we'd just like to say, well, I'd like to say, first of all, thank you to everyone for all the kind messages and support over the years, and I've really enjoyed myself, and I shall miss you all. Right?
Yeah, thanks. And yeah, to everybody, particularly tonight, we really do appreciate all the good wishes we've had. Thank you so much. We really do appreciate it. We just hope that we brought something to give you a little bit of the colour and the flavour of the carnivals over the years. And if we've done that, then we're happy. Thank you very much indeed. Goodbye.
Goodbye.